I'm going to have to stop you there because we have some breaking news, and Liverpool have rejected a £150 million bid from Al Ittihad for Mo Salah. So Liverpool are saying no. So let's get more from this now from Vinny O'Connor, who's live at Liverpool's training ground. Vinny, what can you tell us?
Well, exactly that. That offer came in. It was a deal that would have been £100 million up front, rising to £150 million for Mo Salah. We also understand that Al Ittihad were looking to pay Mo Salah around about £1.5 million a week, which would make him the highest paid player in Saudi football. But Liverpool, as they've said all summer, that Mo Salah isn't for sale, have rejected that bid from Al Ittihad. And effectively now, Liverpool say that the matter is closed. Mo Salah isn't for sale.
Right, so Liverpool rejected a £150 million bid for Mo Salah. Flex, are you surprised, or was that the obvious thing that was going to happen?
I'm not surprised at both of those, actually. I'm not surprised that Al Ittihad came in and tried to test the resolve, and I'm definitely not surprised that it's been quickly rejected, because Mo Salah they just can't afford to lose him this late. What I do think is interesting is this, though, is the fact that Al Ittihad have showed their intent. Even though they've been rejected, that shows that they were serious. The money had been put down on the table, and this is sort of a story that is not going to go away in terms of in the next window and in the not too distant future for Mo Salah. You spoke about it, David. In the future, you can definitely see this as a move that can happen. But for Liverpool, it doesn't have to happen now. For Mo Salah, it doesn't have to happen now. He's got so much more he can offer to the European game, to Liverpool. And a lot of it's actually probably going to depend on how Liverpool do the season. If Liverpool don't do well and maybe don't get back into the Champions League, that could make this situation completely different come this time next year. And if they do, then Mo Salah will say, we're back in the Champions League, we're ready to go again. I can do another year and still go to Saudi even after that. So interesting from both sides of it. I don't think anyone really loses.
But do you think Klopp is worried that they now have 7 days to up the bid, up the offer, and eventually could they say yes?
Look, I mean, there is a scenario where Al Ittihad come in and absolutely blow the socks off Liverpool and go
200, 250.
Yeah, but you don't even want to put down a figure at this point, because he's worth that much to Liverpool, and he's probably worth that much to Jurgen Klopp personally as well, in terms of what he's trying to achieve at Liverpool. I'm not surprised the bid has gone in. I'm not surprised it's been turned down. Salah's agent went on social media, didn't they, a few weeks ago, and said, look, we're committed to Liverpool in this summer transfer window. So it would take a major U-turn for Mo Salah now to try and agitate for this move. Having said all of that, Saudi Arabia aren't going to bid for players unless there's a little bit of encouragement that they've had. They want Mo Salah. Maybe Mo Salah would like to move there in the future. Maybe it's not one for right now. But as we've been saying, you can see it happening down the line.
Yeah, OK, well, let's go live again to Liverpool's training ground, speak to Vinny O'Connor. Vinny, you were talking to Jurgen Klopp earlier. His message has been clear from the start, hasn't it? Mo Salah is not for sale. Can you see that changing at all over the next 7 days?
I can't. I think he made a valid point in that news conference today as well, because Liverpool have been undergoing a whole transformation in terms of their team, and they first of all started on that forward line. This summer it's been the midfield, and in the future, I mentioned earlier, it will probably be strengthening their options at centre half, particularly given the age of Virgil van Dijk at the moment, and obviously Joel Matip has got a year left on his contract as well. But with regard to that forward line, obviously the transformation that there's been in terms of that, obviously the likes of Luis Diaz coming in, Darwin Núñez, Diogo Jota, and the fact that they've changed that forward line, Mo Salah still being here is a major part of that. It makes absolutely no point at this stage to then take out a massive part of that forward line by allowing him to go to Saudi Arabia, particularly now, whereas there's no chance of really replacing him like for like in this transfer window. So obviously Jurgen Klopp has got the support of the owners in that respect as well. Yes, there's a big money offer on the table, but the ambition is at the very least Champions League football, if not challenging for the Premier League title again. So again, from a football point of view, it doesn't make any sense to let Mo Salah go at this stage. The owners seem to have backed Jurgen Klopp in that, so Mo Salah remains a Liverpool player, and that offer from Al Ittihad has been rejected.
It's Nick here. Let me suggest to you that what's going to happen here is that Liverpool get one more year out of Mo Salah, and he's going to go next summer. What do you say?
it's not beyond the realms of possibility, obviously. And if they're to receive a massive money offer next summer, then it makes sense. Obviously, some of it will come into the form that Mo Salah is showing, his continued commitment to the club. And by that stage, of course, next summer, he'll only have a year left on his contract as well. So again, there would be a business decision to make, weighed up against the football side of things as well. It might make sense for all parties that is the time that Mo Salah goes. But for now, as I say, it makes no sense to take him out of the options in that Liverpool forward line. And that again is why Jurgen Klopp has been so desperate and so steadfast in his refusal to entertain any offers for him.
Vinny, it is £150 million though, but is it a case of no amount of money is going to change Liverpool's mind?
Yeah, I think that's, again, maybe if that offer had come in a little bit earlier in the transfer window, then again it would be a different situation. But the fact that this has been rumbling on and Liverpool have been maintaining no offer has come in, no offer has come in. Finally today that offer comes in. But again, I go back to the point I've been raising. Who do you bring in at this late stage to replace the goals that Mo Salah brings and the influence that he has on this Liverpool side? Liverpool need those forward options to continue the fight on four fronts once again in all the competitions that they're in at the moment. So Jurgen Klopp will not want to weaken his squad at this stage. He's been backed by the owners once again, and as I say, for now Mo Salah remains a Liverpool player, and we'll see what further decisions they need to make, weighing up again the football side of things from the business side of things in the future. But for now, Mo Salah is not going anywhere.
Vinny, thank you very much. So Liverpool rejecting a £150 million bid for Mo Salah. Flex, is it a case of they'd have just been sat there, they received that offer, and they just think, no, we cannot let this player go,
Absolutely.
ignoring the money?
Jurgen Klopp said last week it wasn't an issue because there hasn't been a bid. And if there was to be a bid, the answer would be no. Fast forward a week later, that's exactly what's happened. There has been a bid. And the answer is no. I think actually Liverpool have just kept the same stance, said to themselves, we won't be selling Mo Salah. And to go that strong and say the answer would be no, let's be presumptuous here that there would have been discussions with Mo Salah just to say, Mo, you don't want to go yet, do you? No, I'm fine. Right, because if a bid comes in, we will say no. And that's exactly what's happened. So I think it's really important to see what Vinny did say, though. Next year, you know, like I said, a year left on his contract. It's different. Way up the football side, way up the business side. It's a completely different place. But right now, they don't need to sell Mo Salah, and it's a fantastic thing for Liverpool and Liverpool fans that they've kept him.